Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another light reading of the Holy Bible. Today we're going to continue the chapters of Deuteronomy, chapter 15. Sorry, we did chapter 15 yesterday. We're doing chapter 16 today. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. God bless each and every single one of you guys. Hope you guys got your hot tea and honey, as always. I do. And if you guys are ready, we shall start in just 1 minute. Alrighty then, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Deuteronomy 16. Observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God. For in the month of Abib the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by by night. Thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto the Lord thy God, of the flock and the herd, in the place which the Lord shall choose to place his name there. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction, for thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou mayest remember the day when thou comest forth out of the land of Egypt, all the days of thy life. And there shall be no leavened bread seen with thee in all thy coasts 7 days, neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrifice the first day at even remain all night until the morning. Thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee, but at the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name in, there thou shalt sacrifice the Passover at even. At the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt, and thou shalt roast and eat it in the place which the Lord thy God shall choose. And thou shalt turn in the morning and go on to thy tents. 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be a solemn assembly to the Lord thy God. Thou shalt do no work therein. 7 weeks shalt thou number unto thee. Begin to number the 7th weeks from such time as thou beginnest to put the sickle to the corn. And thou shalt keep the feast of weeks unto the Lord thy God, with a tribute of a freewill offering of thine hand, which thou shalt give unto the Lord thy God, according as the Lord thy God hath blessed thee. And thou shalt rejoice before the Lord thy God, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are among you, in the place which the Lord thy God hath chosen to place his name there. And thou shalt remember that thou wast a bondman in Egypt, and thou shalt observe and do these statutes. Thou shalt observe the feast of the tabernacle even 7 days after that thou hast gathered thy corn and thy wine. And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite, the stranger, and the fatherless and the widow that are within thy gates. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Lord thy God, in the place which the Lord shall choose, because the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thine increase, and in all thy works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice. 3 times in a year shall all thy make shall all thy males appear by the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of the unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of the tabernacle, and they shall not appear before thy Lord empty. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God which he hath given thee. Civil statutes. Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee, throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment. Thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift for a gift that doth blind the eyes of the wise, and pervert the words of the righteous. That which is altogether just shalt thou follow, that thou mayest live, and inherit the land which the Lord thy God given thee. Thou shalt not plant thee a grove of any trees near unto the altar, or the Lord thy God, which thou shalt make thee. Neither shalt thou set thee up any image which the Lord thy God hateth. Amen, guys. So this chapter is just basically telling them, eat your unleavened bread, and when to eat your unleavened bread, when not to eat on the seventh day, rest. It's just basically telling the feast that they're gonna have, and how you should eat it, what kind of bread, what can you eat, and how much you should give to the God. Because he's saying, I'm gonna pick a place where you guys could put my name on, where you guys can come and sacrifice and give and all that, but don't sacrifice anything here and there, because I haven't placed my name yet. And this is how you guys should eat. This is what you guys should eat for this many weeks. Just their basics, And also telling them about the cities. Each city make, in each gate have judges and officers in each city in the gates, so you can basically rule, judge and rule and just. So you don't have anarchy, you don't have craziness, everyone doing whatever they want, always keeping them close to the commandments and just judgments of the Lord, always. Well, that was Deuteronomy 16, guys. I appreciate you guys always being here. Appreciate you guys watching the videos. God bless each and every single one of you guys. Stay true to Christ, man. Stay true to the commandments. Stay true to the Christ. Nobody else, not a human being. Nobody. Stay true to Christ. That's it. Until next time, guys. God be cool. Be safe. God bless. Amen.